Hey Comeca family, Jess here with day 2 on goodness. I want to just start by going to Galatians 5, reading verse 22, and then kind of breaking down actually what we're going to talk about for the next few days. So Galatians 5:22 says this, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness," that's where we are, "faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law." And then I love verse 24. This is super important because it says, "Now those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with its passions and desires." So when we understand what goodness is, which I'm going to kind of read this definition so I don't mess it up, but it's the moral sense of a person. And so when you think of a whole person, the parts that we have to understand are these: our deeds, our character traits, our desires, and most importantly, our motivation. So when we crucify our flesh with Jesus, we're giving up the selfishness and the different things that maybe drive us that shouldn't necessarily drive us. And we're saying that we're gonna take on these gifts that are from God. Goodness being one of them. And so when goodness is our motivation, when it drives us to act, it can change people's days, right? I think you've probably heard that just by opening the door for someone, you can change their day. I'm sure you've seen a picture or a video of a young boy helping an old lady across the street, right? Those are all images we love and we capture and we see as maybe goodness. But I would challenge you to take it a step further. Goodness is also how you interact on social media, right? We've joked like, what would Jesus tweet, right? Instead of what would Jesus do, what would Jesus post on Instagram? And those are all things that we need to keep in mind as we attempt to live in a way that we are just having goodness spill out of us. So I challenge you to really just evaluate your life with this idea. Look at your deeds, look at your motivation, try to identify what it is that drives you and makes you you. Hopefully it's because you've been crucified with Christ and your fleshly desires have been given up and goodness defines you. Tomorrow, we're going to take it a step further. We're going to see how we respond to God in regards to His goodness and His gifts. See you then.